Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, Dadcraft73. We're back here playing some DW20, some 1.12 modded Minecraft. And man, you know we're having a good time. There is no question about it. That is for sure. And for certain. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now the reason I don't have any of my armor on is because I just realized that all my journeys all around in the end has resulted in us having a little bit of a power issue going on around here. So we got to get these guys charged up. There's our legs back up. There's a million EU in those guys. We got to get these things taken care of. Now today, we want to start moving forward a little bit further down the path of this quantum suit. So we're going to have to make some things. So we have to make, centrifuge. We got to make one of these guys, a thermal centrifuge, which pretty simple. The hardest thing here is going to be, that's easy. That's not a problem. I think everything is pretty simple. The mining laser, the motor, no. Just the mining laser is probably the most difficult of the items to make, but that's even still not impossible. I think we can get that done pretty quickly. So, but before we do that, I gotta figure out power, okay? Power. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with the old power setup. I do think maybe what we'll do, I kind of like the idea of a compact machine that is clear filled with power generation stuff for Industrial Craft 2. That's the mod that we're talking about. Let's go over here. I'm sort of distracted about these guys getting filled up. So that one's done. That needs to be filled up now. And then we'll be good to go. We can at least put our pants back on and our boots. There we go. Okay. Then we just need to fill up the rest of this thing. It's going really quick. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. I think, though, that what we want to do is make a compact machine, for sure. So we need some compact machine walls. So we're going to need to go over to our setup over there and get ourselves some, let's grab some redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about, oh, no. No. There we go. And we're going to need, why don't I just do it this way to begin with? There. We need that, and then we need some iron blocks. We have 1. Let's make ourselves 16 more, or 15 more. Okay. There we go. Now you can go over here, and you can come over here. Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's see, how's my suit doing? This guy's full, and then we just got to fill this guy up, and then we should be good to go. We'll put this back on. Yeah. Okay, now we're looking a little bit better. We got our Terminator look almost fired up. Let's go up and see if it's daytime or nighttime. It's nighttime, of course. So let's sleep through the night, and we'll go out here, and we'll see if we can't make some of these compact machine pieces parts. We've made these before, but we'll make some together. Why not? So we just go here in the center, right there. And you put a piece of redstone on this guy. And then somewhere's my lever. Yep, this guy. Okay. And then we just throw a piece of redstone in there. And it does its deal. Man, this is a sweet mod. That is for sure. Yep. And then we get a bunch of these compact machine blocks. So we just need to repeat that a whole bunch of times. Let's make sure we're in the center here. Like so, maybe. Go like that. And then we throw, and then we just repeat this process. So we're going to do that for a little bit. Let me go get my helmet real quick. I want to make sure I have that on just in case any bad guys decide to come rolling through here. Try to take us out. That would not be good. Okay. And then we get our hat back on. Okay, sweet. Okay, we're back. We're carrying 4 million EU on our persons, and we're taking care of business. All right, let's grab this up. So I want to make, let me see, compact machine. I think I don't think I can make the maximum. Well, you know what? We probably could make the maximum. Let's make the biggest one we can possibly make. Yeah. Compact pork chop. Oh, that's creepy. Okay. I don't want that. I think we should make the big one, right? The maximum one. So it's 98 blocks. And it looks like it's 5 by 5. So it's a cube, an empty cube that's 5 by 5. And directly in the center is a block of emerald, right? So it's going to be right in the center of this guy. So that's going to be pretty simple. And then we're just going to need to throw in an ender pearl, and we should be good to go. So we just have to make some more of these guys, like so. And then we can back out, and we can throw that in. All right, so let me get all of my compact machine pieces parts put together. And then I'll bring you back, and we'll see if we can't build a giant-size compact machine. Throw that in there. Yeah, okay. So it's just going to take a few minutes. We just need 96 of them. So it's what? That's a stack and a half. Is that all that is? Yeah, we'll get this done in no time. And then I'll bring you right back, and we'll see if we can't do the stuff that we need to do to make a giant-sized compact machine. And then we'll think about how we're going to get access to that guy and all that good stuff. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Started building this compact machine, and then I forgot. I was supposed to bring you guys back, so let's do that together. So this guy goes right there. We just need 2 more rows of these guys. So we got to go 1, 2. Yeah, that's going to be 5. Okay, let's get the rest of these. That needs to come up 1 higher on the inside of that, so it's not going to work. So let's go and break this guy. So this has got to be right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got to be. Oh, maybe that was right. So it goes right there. Okay. Yeah. Break that. Okay. And then we just need to fill in this top row, and then we should be good to go. Okay. Perfect. And then we just need our wireless crafting deal, and we need an ender pearl, which is right here. Let's just get one of those, like so. Okay. And then we can turn our field back on, and then we can throw this in there. And it'll do its deal. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah. I heard some sizzling. It's the machine. I thought maybe it was going to be me getting explodiated, but we didn't. We're all good. Just takes a little bit longer than the other piece, but we're going to have ourselves a giant-sized compact machine here momentarily. So let's get this thing all done. Should be just about done. Yes. Boop. Awesome. All right, let's turn this guy off. We don't need it anymore. Let's set it down, and then we'll get our personal shrinking device, and we'll go inside. Okay? Yeah, it's a monster. Okay? That's awesome, because we're going to have lots of contraptions around here, I think. I think that's my plan. Because we're going to, not only are we going to, I mean, we could, well, we'll see. I want this to be primarily for power generation. So I think we're going to get our big old advanced generator. I want to do something a little bit different, though. So I got to figure out a different way that I can power this thing. I mean, it takes coal. It takes, I mean, I guess we could just use wood. I mean, we're making so much. We could probably even increase the size of this if we needed to. I mean, I don't know. Do we want to go all crazy with coming up with some new EU power gen system when all we really need... Hey, let me bring that compact machine in here. Might need that guy. All right, sweet. Okay, so we just need to get it set up somewhere, and then we'll figure out what type of generator we're going to build inside of it. You know, I don't really know where we're going to put this guy. I mean, we could probably just stick him down literally wherever. Like here? There. Okay. So there's our big daddy compact machine, maximum compact machine. So all I need to do now is figure out how we're going to generate EU. I mean, obviously we're going to use a compact generator. We can jack up the number of generators on it because I'd like to at least be producing the maximum amount. We're going to need to get an emitter. Let me see. Emitter. And we probably want to do the extreme. That's probably good enough. We need to make an HV transformer, which is an MV transformer plus more stuff. Okay, so let me start thinking about how we're going to generate power through advanced generators. And I'll have to decide if we're just going to use wood. And then I'll bring you right back on the other side. And we'll start setting up our system inside our compact machine. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. So I got myself a plan, Stan. I think I've got something we can work with for sure. So what we're going to do inside our maximum sized compact machine, we are going to go with an advanced generator, but yeah, we're going to give it a little bit of an IC2 flavor, at least in the form of the turbines we're going to use. So let's take a look here at the different types of turbines we have and sort of what they can do. Turbine. Okay. So we've got, there is the Enderium turbine. Produces up to 500 RF per tick. And I think it's 25% of that, or 20%, something like that, is what EU. We'll take a look at it for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the conversion rate. At least that's the way it is in Age of Engineering. We'll check it out and see. So 500 RF per tick with Enderium. There are steel turbines, which produce 200 RF per tick. There's gold that do 150. There are bronze that do 200. There's manulin that do 500 RF per tick. There are iron, which do 100 RF per tick. And then there's advanced alloy turbines. And advanced alloy turbines use advanced alloy turbine blades, which are made from, get ready, advanced alloy. So I figure if we're going to make a thing that makes EU and grinds out the EU, we should use advanced alloy turbines. So I've been doing a little bit of crafting off camera, and I don't really know how many of these we're going to need to make. We're probably going to need to make a bunch of them. Been making a bunch of plates in our fancy compactor, plate compactor deal. So we're going to put those in here, and now we need to make a bunch of mixed. Let's see how much alloy we actually have. 8. See, that's not going to get the job done. So we need to make some mixed metal. So that takes iron plates, bronze plates, and tin plates, and we should be able to make a stack of those. Yeah. I did 12 blocks of each. So we now can make a stack. We have a stack of mixed metal ingots, and we're going to take these to our compressor, and we're going to stick those in there. It's going to take a while to run, and we're going to get from those 64 advanced alloy. And I think we're probably going to make 5 or 6 turbines, maybe. I think that's probably going to be good enough. Let's see how many we end up with out of one deal. Yeah, so it's 1 for 1. Ooh, those are expensive. Ooh, daddy. So we're going to have 64 plus the 8 that we already have. I think it works out to be, let's see, alloy turbine. So we need to make some turbine rotor blades. So we need some steel. I've been making steel as well, so we have that all ready to go. Advanced alloy turbine blade. We need 4 of those to make. So it's going to be 8. Yes, we can make easily 8 turbines if that's what we make. That'll produce, what, 4,000 RF per tick? Or, I don't know, say around 1,000 EU per tick, which is probably going to be enough to get the job done. We'll see what the conversion rate is. Steel, not a problem. We do need a block of steel to make... Oh, daddy. Those are expensive. Okay, so let's see if we have enough steel to make 8 blocks of steel. And we need to make a block. Man, those are crazy expensive. Good gravy. There we go. So we should have enough steel to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And we still have 112 left over. So that's not too bad. And we can put these guys in our metal former. Oh my goodness, where is my IC2 setup? We have a metal former. Let's make sure that we're doing this the right way before we just stick those in there. Metal former. Yeah. Steel shaft. It is in the metal former in extrude mode. Okay, which is what... I don't know why I don't ever fly. These. So we should be able to do this. Let's make sure this does what we want before it goes all crazy. We'll pull stuff out of there if we need to. We certainly don't want to waste a bunch of steel. Yeah, so that's what we need. So we need to get a bunch of those shafts made, and then we can make the turbines as soon as our alloys are done compressing. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so we've already built all the sort of the pieces parts that we need, and I figure we're just going to use the existing gas, syngas that we're producing. And the reason behind that, let's go over to the power production pyramid, the PPP, and we'll take a look in here. Because this guy, is it this guy that's making syngas? Yeah. It can make a lot more than we're currently making. So we're only making just a little tiny bit because this guy is barely producing any power. I mean, it's only doing 90, just a little bit of power coming out of these guys. Some coming out of there, the rest of it come out of there, which is feeding in there. So everybody's happy, right? So I think that we can probably just use this to produce what we want to. And if we need to increase our wood production, then we could do that too. I'm not too super worried about it. Let's go back up here. I need to replace this thing at some point. Let's go back to the workshop. I would assume that our steel shafts are done. Compressor. Still working on those. Yeah, these are all done. Okay. So we'll make the turbines here in just a minute. We have all the other pieces except for one thing, and that is, I don't think we made the gas turbine controller, fuel air mixer. We didn't make the, like, the advanced, what is that? Fuel, I mean, it's like a mixer. What's it called? Not the fuel air mixer, gas mix compressor. So to make those, we need essentially a ton of advanced alloy around a pressure valve, or we can do enderium ingots, which we can get from enderium blend, which is lead, resonant ender. We could probably make all that stuff. No, what were we doing here? Gas mix compressor. So essentially what this does is it increases fuel efficiency to 185%. So we'll probably need to actually make 2 of these guys and put one of them in each of our gas turbines. The other thing, we need to figure out how to make some of this stuff. So we can just make these. These are super easy to make, right? Should be. What are these things called? Iron tubing. This, okay, yeah. So let's make like a bunch of those, okay. And now if we do mixer, is that what this thing was? Gas mix thing, okay. And then we need to make one of these, which we should be able to make. So we need to make 4 of those actually, and then we just need to be able to get some advanced alloys. Okay, we could probably make these 2 guys now. 1. And let's go get the rest of these alloys out of here. And we can always make some more. It's not a big deal. We're going to need 64 of those guys. So we're going to use 8 here. So we're going to need to make 8 more of these advanced pressure valves. Okay? So let's take a look. Oh, no. How many of these things do we need? Mixer. Are we going to need 4 of these guys? Gas mix compressor. Yeah, so we're going to need 4 of these guys. So we can make another one, and then we're just going to need some more advanced alloy. So we're essentially burning through a bunch of the advanced alloys that we made, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to end up producing far, far less power than we need. Let's take a look really quick, though, and see how many plates we have. Now we're short on bronze. Yeah, a little short on bronze plates. We've got lots of iron, we've got lots of tin. Yeah, so we can make 10 more. So let's make, can we don't have recipes for these guys yet, right? No. Okay. So let's make some recipes really quick. And these are going to be processing, and these are going to be plate recipes. I mean, we could just put those in that rolling machine, right? We can make copper plates and Constantan plates. How are we making those? Oh, I know how we're making those. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that as well. So let's make some patterns first of all, and let's see if we can. Let's make like I don't know, 30 patterns. Start. Let's do that and let these guys come in. Because advanced alloy is actually something that we're gonna need a good bit of a good bit. So if we make these, right, we need to learn how to make a mixed metal ingot, which is this. Okay. So we'll make that. Oh, that's not a processing pattern. No. That is advanced alloy. That's just a crafting deal. Okay. So we'll get that. Let's erase this guy really quick. Erase. Okay. Pattern grid. Okay. And then we need to know how to make an iron plate. So an iron plate is going to be, and we're going to use the metal former. And we're going to go like that. Oh, this is a processing pattern. So, metal plate. Let's look at all of our plates. So we want to make an iron plate, aluminum, iron. And we're going to do this in the metal former like so. So 1 ingot equals 1 plate. Okay, we'll put this over there. And then we also need to know how to make a tin plate, which is in the metal former. 1 ingot equals 1 plate. And then a bronze plate. Bronze plate. Like this, and then we know we're gonna do metal former as well. Yeah, okay, and that can make that. And now we can use these recipes to make this. Okay, and then finally we need an alloy, which is advanced alloy. It is going to go into the compressor. So we take 1 mixed metal ingot and put it in there to get one of those. Okay, so these are all processing. It sounds like we're going to have to get ourselves a crafter made. Let's see if we can't make one quick. We don't have one. All right, let's get one made. Okay. And then in the meantime, we could take our personal shrinking device and go in here. Please load. And then we could go here and we can put this guy in there. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And we have all the other stuff we need. Okay. I think it's important to make crafting recipes, especially if we're going to be messing around with IC2 a good bit. It would be nice to be able to just make those things. Okay, so is our crafter done? It is. Okay, we have our rotate wrench. So if we go and put this guy like right here, like so, and we flip this around like that. Okay, then we need an importer. Like so. Okay. And then this guy should import all of these mixed metal ingots. Perfect. And then we just need to put in this guy this recipe. Okay. So it knows to put in an advanced or a mixed metal ingot. And then this guy right here is our metal former in plate mode. And it can learn how to make all of these. Yeah? Okay. So now, if I want to go and say, hey, I need some alloy. And let's say I need... shift control space or shift control click. Let's say I need 16 of these. Start. It's going to say, hey, we got to craft some things, right? So we have available these guys. We do have to craft some bronze plates, and we've got the bronze ingots available. So this should be able to get fired up. Start. Okay, perfect. And then if we look at our crafting deal, this thing should be activated with making bronze plates. Okay. Okay. So we sort of got all the things in process. This is super slow. We definitely have to get that filled back up. Now I'm sort of debating on whether or not we wait a little bit for power production, because we've got some right here. I mean, we're not doing too bad for ourselves. I mean, right now we're using 20, just a little bit. So we're not using tons of EU, because these guys aren't using like tons. And they're using some, but not like ridiculous amounts. I think we can see. Maybe we can't see. I don't know. So they're not making like ridiculous amounts of power, but they are certainly making some. I think there's a machine. Is it like a meter? Is that what it is? From, not a wind meter. Not that. Inches voltmeter. Potentiometer. Okay. What is it? At industrial craft. It's like a little thing that you can click on stuff. EU reader. That's what we need to make. Can we make this by chance? No, of course not. So let's get one of these, and we'll make some of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we should now be able to make this. Yep. And then can we make this? Nope. We need 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. Now we should be able to make this guy. Okay, and I think all we do is we could go over here and click on these machines. Yeah, so this guy right now is using 2 EU per tick, that compressor. This guy is using 10, and we're producing up to 32. This guy's not using any currently. Energy in. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. Extractor's not using any. So even though we're producing 32, it's not like it's using all of this. So we've got to get a way to make this thing work a little bit faster, and that means overclockers, which are a lot of fun to make for sure. Yeah, it's these guys. I was just seeing what that other stuff is. Okay, so we need coolant cells, which require 10 plates around some IC2 coolant. And that gives us one of those. The deal is, how do we make IC2 coolant? And that's in the fluid solid canning machine. And we use lapis lazuli dust, which is pretty simple, right? That's just busted up lapis. Not a big deal there. And we need either water, and that gives us a bucket. So 8 lapis lazuli dust gives us a bucket of coolant. Or we can get it 1 for 1 if we use distilled water. So that means it's time to make the distiller. See what I said last episode? Man, we're stepping off the precipice into the rabbit hole to end all rabbit holes. We need a solar distiller is what we're going to need. Solar distiller, which is this black guy right here, this black block. Okay, so we need a basic machine casing. We need some universal fluid cells, which I don't think we can make. Nope, we cannot make. So, okay, solar guy right there. Okay. So we need some glass, we need a basic machine casing, which is super simple, and we need some universal fluid cells, so we're going to have to do tin casings, all that good crazy stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera. I got to let all these crafting jobs finish anyway. I mean, it's still working on bronze ingots and making mixed metal and all that kind of stuff. So let me let all of those finish. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to make the distiller, just the block itself, and then I'll come back and we'll figure out how we're going to get this thing set up. It's one of those things that we have to sit around and wait for. That's just the way it is. And if we don't get to the point where we're making power yet, man, that's okay. That's okay. We can always come back in the next episode, which will probably be tomorrow, and see if we can't get it taken care of to get our power system set up, and then we can do some other stuff. So let me go off camera and get the distiller done, and I'll bring you back in just a second, and we'll see if we can't get it set up, which is not too hard to set up. It's pretty easy, actually. I'll tell you what we can make in the meantime. Got more ender tanks. Yeah? I don't know why. I don't like the way that guy always has like all that white in there. Let's do 1, 2. Okay. And then we will make a 1, a 2. 2 of these. And I think we need some lapis. Man, we don't have that much lapis. Well, we are a little bit in trouble. We have to figure out how to... We need to get our lapis B fired up is what we need. But that's okay. Let's see. What kind of... Do we have blue... flowers? We have light blue dye. How about we do those? Sure. So let's put this down, and then we'll do like this, okay, and like that, okay, and then let's get a diamond, like get 2 diamonds out, a 1, a 2, and we will lock these and make these belong to old Dadcraft 73. Okay, so let me go off camera and get the distiller made. I've got to probably make some more plates. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We might be okay. We might just be able to rip this out real quick. But let me get it made, and I'll be back with you in just a second. And we'll set it up and figure out how to get water into it and get distilled water out of it. And then hopefully we can get to the point where we can soon make some overclockers. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. I think we're ready to set up this solar distiller. Do I have a water source? Yeah, okay, good. Need a couple buckets of water, so let's just go... Oh, hello. A 1 and a 2. Okay, so I got those. Now we just need to find a spot to put these things. Hello, skeleton, who is burning. How about you get chopped? Alright, we need to find a loaded chunk to put these guys in. I guess we could probably just stick them over here, right? Why not? Okay, so we're going to set up this little solar distiller. It's pretty simple, right? So we just need to get an infinite water source going. So we'll do that first. A bucket of water there, and a bucket of water here, and then our aqueous accumulator right in the middle, which, by the way, I had one left over, and that thing should start, hopefully, getting water. Okay, and then we want to make sure we configure this thing. We want to auto output enabled, and we want to go out here, and hopefully it will feed water automatically into this solar distiller. Let's put it down right there. Yes? Okay, it is. So all the solar distiller does is it sits here, and I mean, we can do like... I mean, we really don't need to put anything in there. Yeah, we could put a... I mean, we maybe should do a fluid ejector upgrade. That might be kind of cool. Let's make one of those. So IC2 has its own, like, kind of item transfer ejector. So we want to do a fluid ejector upgrade. What do we need? 10 plates and an electric motor? Oh my goodness, look how expensive that thing is. Okay, we're not making that. We'll make some of those down the road for sure. But, so, you can put these ejector upgrades in, and it'll automatically put things, eject things out of a block into an inventory. So I don't think this is going to work those, but we can maybe do one of these deals, and we'll just make it happen. So we're going to put a fluid duct right there, and then we should be able to put our... Please be quiet, phone. Please be quiet. Servo, that's what we're looking for. And we can say, hey, you pull out of here stuff, right? And then it should pull out of here a little bit of distilled water. I wish I could see how much. I never know how much is in there. Oh, 43 millibuckets. So we're getting some distilled water out of that. And distilled water is what we need to be able to make our overclockers, just to speed up our entire IC2 process. And that's going to become very, very important to us, because once we get down to the point where we're going to start trying to make iridium ingots out of those iridium shards that we got in yesterday's episode. What is this guy making? He's making stuff. Is he making alloy stuff? Yeah, we definitely have to speed that up. Yeah, so we're still working on it. Slowly but surely. Oh my goodness, it's a nightmare. Let's see how much alloys we have. 56. Okay. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. Yeah. Okay. So we've got distilled water coming in. We've automated our compressor. Let's build this canning machine if we can. Let's see what the deal is with him. So fluid solid canning machine is what we need to make. We need some 10 item casings. We need a basic machine. Oh, that's super simple. Okay. All right. If I go over here and I say, hey, I want you to learn how to make this, right? Just a crafting pattern. Okay. And I could go in here. And I can put you in there. Do you know how to make circuits? You do, right? Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah, boy. And we should be able to just make one of these. And then we just need to feed it distilled water and power, and we should be good to go. All right, let's take a look here. So if we do solid, we need to make one of these. Start. Does it have all the things? Copper ingot. 10 plates are available. Yeah. Start. Okay. All right, and this thing should be doing stuff, right? Making copper wire, making bronze ingots. Okay, let's see if our other crafting job is done. Yeah, it's still working on it. Okay, so maybe I should go off camera to let this thing finish up. The only other thing we need is, let's look at coolant. So we're going to make these guys. So these, we need 10 plates around like one of these. Okay, fluid transposer, we can do it in there. So universal fluid cells. Do we know how to make universal? We do. Okay, so we already know how to make those. Okay, so I guess the only other thing we should probably learn how to make real quick is processing, and we want to make lapis dust. Okay, and we should be able to make it in something. Pulverizer? Yeah, just like this. Oh, it's a 1-for-1? Yike. That is not ideal. Let's see if we have an open slot in our pulverizer. It's induction smelter pulverizer right there. Do we have? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. Put that guy in there. Just so we know how to make that stuff. Nope. Let's get out of here. Okay. Well, let's see. I think we have a little bit more infrastructure made. It's going to be a couple episodes until we can get all the stuff taken care of that we need to get taken care of. But I think we've made good progress. So next episode, I think we're going to come back. We're going to make all of our advanced alloy turbines. We're going to move this thing, our energy deal, into our compact machine and get that fired up. We're going to have to build some tunnels and all kinds of cool stuff. It's going to be amazing. Man, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my DW20 1.12 Modern Minecraft series, man, oh man, we are getting closer and closer to our quantum suit. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.